Hey everybody, it's Alan. Let's talk about the exact time and date when this bear market is going to end, and we'll start by saying why it actually started. So one of the first things is we have Circle Finance. That's kind of like one company buying the stocks of the other company, and that company then buying the stocks of that company, propping up all of the values for both, increasing the share price, and really fake. It's fake, I would say, financing, fake money and fake inflation of your stocks and the value of them. So the revenue really doesn't support what's showing up on paper. And this scam is really happening between OpenAI, AMD, Nvidia, and a couple other big names. And this is going to really tear down the markets, and I would say it's starting right now. So we'll see what happens in the next 2 days. That will be the real test. But again, it will break the S&P 500 because the entire S&P 500 is relying on, I would say, less than 7 companies. So not good news. So let's kind of go. This is a quick explanation why the crypto market has fallen as well, because you really deleverage and you get rid of risky assets. So no margin, no cash producing companies go first, and then crypto. So if it's risky, it gets sold off immediately. Now moving on over here again, crypto market slips into the extreme fear after Bitcoin fails to hold the $100,000 level. So let's talk about when exactly the bottom of Bitcoin will be. Solana and other stocks and cryptocurrencies. So I have an exact date and time, and again we'll talk about that in just a second. So Bitcoin did erase all of its year's gains. I mean, it's heading towards 30% crash. Again, so let's start off right here. So again, this is OxRank.com, and again, if you click on OxPix, you'll be able to see all the buys and sell and all of the portfolios. So once you're in OxRank.com, and then so you'll be able to follow the 10K to 100K portfolio, or the 50K, the 100K, or the 1 million portfolio as well. Down here, you'll see the buys and sells. You'll see call options. So if you click on more info, now you'll be able to see the entire portfolio, and you'll be able to see what OxRank AI, our artificial intelligence side of OxRank, is basically telling us. So it's saying currently Amazon, Ethereum, Salesforce, and Duolingo are undervalued and in a nibble range. So you should be buying small amounts of it. Again, the rest of the assets are hold. Ethereum has the highest upside over the next 90 days from these listed above, and warrants a solid 3% of your portfolio. That means if you have $100,000 in your portfolio, it would not hurt you to actually add about 3% of it to Ethereum. Add-on dips and momentum confirmations. Bitcoin local bottom has a 92% chance at holding support above $88,000 if Nvidia has positive earnings, or it will fall down to about $84,000 if Nvidia sells off. So again, this will most likely call the bottom of the markets. So that's going to be on Wednesday, this Wednesday. So in 2 days, on the 19th of November, are slightly right after the markets close. So I would say if Nvidia does well 1 hour after markets close, around 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, that should mark the bottom of the markets. And again, it says that Solana shows strong support in the $112 to $118 range. Watch these triggers at Amazon if under $180, Google if under $160, and Netflix if under $600. So I don't believe this will ever happen. Again, this is our artificial intelligence tool. It's not 100% on everything. I don't think you'll even see a $800 Netflix. It may drop to 900, but 600 is, so it's very wrong on this, in my opinion. Again, time will see if this is accurate. And then ARM Holdings, if it retests the 10 to 12% correction, you should be buying ARM. And the net on a pullback to the 200-day MA Ethereum, added if it stays under the Bitcoin's relative weakness. And you should buy Solana on 10 to 15% dips. So right now it's actually had that. So Solana is in that buy range, absolutely. Especially when you're actually close to what OxRank AI is saying would be the lowest of lows for Solana, which is that kind of $118 range or so. So again, this is the 10K portfolio. If you click on OxPix, you can see the 50K, the 100K, and the 1 million. You'll see those live buy and sell alerts, and you'll be able to see all of those buys and, when they were bought, the time and date, how much was bought, that you can follow along. Also, very important, if you click on earnings report, you can clearly go to Wednesday the 19th, and then you can kind of see all of the companies that are reporting. And again, here's NVIDIA right here. You can also show unexpected as well. Again, this is a very, very important feature. Now, if you click on home, you will see the Ox meter, which is also using AI, and it's telling you what right now should be added to your portfolio. So right here, you should, if it's at the very beginning of stocks, you should add small amounts of nibble. And then over here at the end, it says you should really just go all in on stocks. Here right now, it's showing you should probably nibble by small amounts of crypto. And if it goes towards the end of this meter, you should buy lots of it. If you go all the way down here, where we're in pretty much this purple bull, this means you should go all in on stocks and crypto combined. It means the entire market is super, super undervalued. Now, as you can see, the Buffett indicator shows that stocks are absolutely positively overvalued, especially in the tech sector. So this right here, I really want to see this in the 90 to 120 range. 90 to 120 really, really makes me feel confident into investing. So right now, I'm very, very selective. And again, if you click on portfolio and you're trying to track it, we do have also a specialty crypto only portfolio as well. And you can track that as well. Daily news will give you the news. Again, if you click on OxFriend, it will take you to our community group chat and creator application where you can talk to thousands of like-minded people. You can create your own chats, and you can even join Invest with Alan if you'd like. We have our own channel on there, and you get the buy and sell alerts. You can follow all the portfolios. You can get trained by me, or you can even watch videos on how to purchase stocks and cryptos and learn how to really be a good trader. Again, this is OxFriend right here. Once you click login, at first you have to register, but once you click in login, you'll be in there. And again, there's other features here in OxRank analysis tool as well. If you're interested in, at it, go to oxrank.com. So again, here's the 10K portfolio. And again, if we take a look, you can see in OxFriend, also that's oxfriend.com, you can see what I bought, what I sold, my top 5 buys. You can see pretty much the entire portfolio. And, if we take a look over here, you can search. So you can type in, once you create an account, you type in Invest with Alan, and you can search for it. So there it is popping up right there. And again, you can see all of my buys. You can chat with me directly. You can even give me a phone call. You can hit message creator. So again, if we go over here and we switch to creator, and then I go to chats, you can join my group chat in OxFriend as well. You can direct message me if you need, if you have any questions on what you should do with your portfolio. Lots of awesome features coming in here. Again, this is the main webpage for OxRank. Once you go into here, just click register and sign up, give it a full trial. And again, over here, if you look at these 4 stocks and or cryptocurrencies, this is what the OxRank analysis tools believes is the best buy of the day. And again, it refreshes these constantly, but if it does not think anything is a better purchase, then it just leaves the same ones. Up here are the best buys categorically across, it scans 5,500 different companies and also the top 100 cryptocurrencies. And it kind of gives you the best ones to add to your watch list, observe, and if you see any kind of a pullback and a sell-off, you should be adding them, So DG, Dollar Tree, got DHR, we got MA. There's a bunch here that I actually do not have in my portfolio. Citigroup, that's C. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, I don't have that one either, and I would be, I think I will be adding a very, very, very near future. So there's a bunch here that it's kind of scanned the entire markets, it's used all the federal government data, and it's come to the conclusion this is what you really should be focusing on. So if you are going to create an awesome watch list, this right here is a really good way, because it picks the top usually 20 to 50 companies out of 5,500 different ones. And again, the crypto fear and greed index tells you that we're basically in strong to extreme fear. So right now, those are the moments you buy. When you see greed appear, you do not buy when it's in green. You sell, or you kind of maybe trim. But when you are in fear, this is when you buy. You always buy when you're in fear. So again, we're still not quite there in stocks. I really want to be in strong fear before I start taking advantage of some of those opportunities. But there are opportunities like Equifax, for example, Duolingo. Those are all still in great buy range. I do believe just based on forward guidance earnings and all of the companies that the small companies within Amazon that are growing dramatically, including their web services, I do believe this is still very, very undervalued. This is, in my opinion, right now, a $307 stock. So at 234, you're talking about well over $70 less than what it should be. So huge upside. I also think that Google is also undervalued. This is definitely a $320 stock. So it's undervalued by at least close to $40 to $50. Same thing for Meta. I actually got Meta at 807. So it's when it's at 609, it's almost $200 less per share. And then Ethereum is now hovering in that $3,000 range. This should be well over $5,200 by the end of the year. So every single Ethereum you buy right now should get you about $2,000 per coin of profits by the end of December. And usually you have, I would say, October is the month that the markets sell off. But except this year, it's November. It just got pushed back by government shutdowns and everything else. So there's a little bit of a 30-day difference. So November will be the month of selling off, and then December will that massive, massive Santa Claus rally. Again, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can always contact me. The information's at the bottom in the description. You can email me or call me, text me, and I'll try and help you get that portfolio to perfection. Take care.